football as the War Eagle cry reverberates across Jordan-Hare Stadium as their beloved Tigers are set to kick off another season. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. And the Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So Missouri State's offense will take the field first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the ground to try to move the chains. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Bears will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Auburn's offense will go to work for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and
he's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment.
Turning it on! Oh, spins away. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. Here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Bears in the hurry up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The play fake. Fires left. He makes the catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Missouri State. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Picks up the first down. He's up to 57 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plane.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Takes a handoff. It's Robinson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Matthews. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Bears want to move quickly. All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
That's caught. It's Nixon. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nice move to keep running. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. The Bears are on the move. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. Pulls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to run for it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Fires one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Sends it back in motion. Takes it from the gun on third down. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Matthews. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Breaks into the open. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Got some room under the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So here comes the Bear offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Bro. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Using his legs, it's Joyner. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to throw, it's McMillan. Makes the grab, it's Boyd. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
The Bears will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Dropping back, it's Matthews. He's got him. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Now on first down from the 28. Give to the running back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to change this route. Off play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Tigers are on the move. Give to the back. first down and still on his feet. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to pound their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Quarterback moving. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Got a man. It's Nixon. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Power football with the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. What a turn that last drive was. Pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. They'll run the screen. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Missouri State. The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They just keep firing. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give out of the gun. Spins away from the defense. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll try the run. At the 20, he's got space. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. The old coaching cliche, go bueno every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.